Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the year 2021. So I uploaded maybe a couple videos last year. I don't even know. I definitely uploaded at least one, but obviously 2020, we don't know her. I chopped off all my hair and dyed it blonde, so I very obviously wanted a fresh start and a new beginning for this year. I have a goal this year to try and upload at least once a week. I have a lot of ideas written down. I obviously need more. 52 weeks in a year, so need some ideas. I really want to upload more and just kind of work on my channel because I really like it. It's just a passion and a hobby of mine, so I do it for fun and I want to focus on that. I'm pretty sure I've said that in the past before, but this year I'm really gonna try. So the first video back for this new year and hopefully a revamp of my channel is a story time of how I snuck in to a Jonas Brothers meet and greet with my friend Kelly. So growing up, I was a Disney kid. I was a Disney kid till I was like 16 years old, honestly. I was obsessed with it until all the good shows like Sweet Life and Hannah Montana and all those shows ended and it went into like the Shake It Up era. Then I just stopped watching Disney Channel, but I loved it. I was a diehard fan, and that is how I discovered, I guess, the Jonas Brothers. They had their song Year 3000 and their music video play on Disney Channel, which was kind of crazy because it wasn't a Disney song, but I think Disney had just signed them, so they were really pushing them to get the word out. So the Jonas Brothers were like my band, my Justin Bieber, my Beatles, my NSYNC, like that was I was obsessed with them. I was obsessed. I'm not like the craziest fan, but I was a huge fan. I would get those teen magazines and rip out the posters, and my wall was covered from top to bottom with Jonas Brothers posters. It was really bad. Like, I was obsessed. My friend Kelly was also really into the Jonas Brothers, and I don't think I knew that really until I was on MySpace one day. That shows my age and how old the story is. I was on MySpace and I think I talked about it, or she talked about how she's going to the Jonas Brothers concert. So like, I don't know. And we talked and we figured out that we were both going to the same show, so we wanted to go together. We were 15, so obviously our moms had to drive us. We made a whole thing out of it. We had a plan to see both of our seats because our moms had bought seats separately. Obviously they didn't know we were going to be going together, so we wanted to see which one was better. We all were going together to Kelly's seats, and we walk by and these two doors open up and we look in and I see the back of Nick Jonas's head, and you cannot mistake that curly hair. It was Nick Jonas, and there was a crowd of people in this room. I am literally losing my mind because I know that the Jonas Brothers are in the room right next to me, and I was obsessed. That was like my ultimate dream, was to meet them. We find out that there's a meet and greet going on, obviously. So I don't know what came over me. I had to figure out how to get in. I was 15 years old. I told my mom, we need to get in. We have to get in. Back in those days, they still did the wristband situation. So I think they like outed that after this happened, because I'm sure this happened frequently. They don't do the wristbands anymore, but they were doing those. And we got a dad to somehow take off his wristband without ripping it, and it put it on my wrist. And I was one of the last people able to get into the door, and I was one of the last people to meet them. And we were freaking out because we thought Kelly wasn't gonna be able to get in, but while I was inside, she was out there getting a wristband from someone else. I had to run to the door and unlock it so she could get in. So we were the final two people to meet them, because like Demi Lovato was literally performing while we were meeting them. So obviously they needed to get backstage and get onto stage. So we were the last two to meet them, and it was amazing. I'll put a picture here. It is a very grainy photo from my BlackBerry back in, what was that, 2008? So it's a very bad picture, and sirens, really? It's a terrible picture, but it happened. I met them. It was epic. I probably just like blacked out. I don't remember what I said to them, but it was very happy, and I cried after for like 20 minutes because I was very overwhelmed and so freaking obsessed with the Jonas Brothers. You have no idea. I was so obsessed with them. And I have another little short story. When I was a senior in high school, Nick Jonas had gone off on his little solo career, and he was, you know, promoting his album. And one day My dad was gone. Both my parents were out of town and I was a senior, so I was able to stay at my house by myself, and I slept in. So obviously it wasn't a good idea to leave me alone, but I slept in and I missed my first class, and I was getting ready and was about to go to school because I don't want to ditch the entire day. I checked Twitter and Nick Jonas tweets that he's going to be at the Santa Monica Pier and to come and meet him and take pictures. And I mean, obviously it was a school day and I was in Oceanside, which is about a 2-hour drive, not an hour and a half, a 2-hour drive to Santa Monica. So my 16-year-old, 17-year-old ass got into the car and I drove 2 hours to Santa Monica, and I was literally the last person to meet Nick. So it's a reoccurring theme. Like, I'm always the last person to meet them, but that was also really wild because I still loved him, and it was just like some freak thing, and I just drove to Santa Monica and I met him, and it was epic. And I will put my picture here. It's a little bit better than my Jonas Brothers one because it was a couple years later. I think I had an iPhone at this point, but it was epic. That was a fun story because I, literally slept in and missed school so I can go meet Nick Jonas. And I still love them. I still love the Jonas Brothers. They came back. They had a new album. I saw them actually again with Kelly for their reunion tour, and it was amazing. And I will see them at every concert that I possibly can because I love them and I will always love them. So yeah, maybe one day I'll be rich enough to pay for a meet and greet so I can meet them, but at this point, no, but I can still say that I met them. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little story. If you want more, please let me know. Just let me know what you want to see from me. I want to make content, and just for fun and for people who enjoy watching my videos. I love you all, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch me talk and ramble about the Jonas Brothers and whatever else I'm going to talk about. So yeah, I will see you guys next week. It's going to be Fridays, so keep an eye out for me on Fridays, and I will see you soon. Bye.